Hello, everyone. Welcome back to OOpS, the show with the title referencing the fact that through my entire life I've always been told that I am overly opinionated about something. And yeah, let's play the music. Do 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 do. So for today's episode, I thought it would be interesting if I did a little tarot reading. Ooh, let me just. Can you hear the? Can you hear the of the cards? ASMR. So, leave down in the comments what you think the question I'm going to ask. Use your intuition. No, I wanted to ask, I guess, or talk about tarot and the way that I use it maybe afterwards. And then let's just ask a question right now and we'll talk about it. So, for today's question, fuck, I don't know. Let me think of a question. Ooh, this will be interesting. I guess it's the one thing that everyone else always asks is, what will my love life be like? Ooh. So, I guess I'll ask, what will my love life be like in 2021? Um, oh gosh, the cards are already going crazy. Oh no, oh Lord. Okay. For all of you people who do use tarot cards, I'm not using a specific pattern. It's kind of a pattern that I created, I guess, because I don't know if this does exist. But I pull 5 cards and then I pull 5 oracle cards and then I match the bottom oracle cards to the 5 top tarot cards and for more clarity. So we'll start. Oh shit. Oh man. Okay. So for the top, I'll tell you I'll tell you it as from left to right. So from the left, starting from the left, I have the Hangman. Then I have the Page of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. And right off the bat, relating to my future love life, I can see that I am not looking at things the way I should be. Perhaps is the reading for this tarot card, for doing tarot card reading on air. And that I'm trying to perhaps divulge myself in ways that like I shouldn't be. Um, right now, I can see through the cards that I'm overbearing a lot and trying to find out like the answer to my question, and that I'm trying to forcefully kind of maybe look for an answer that maybe I shouldn't be, because if I learn the answer, it may be not what I want. Um, Instead, however, I think I should focus on community and family and reunion of people who I care about, and to, at least in the future, not try and imagine all these scenarios in my head where I need to find a love life, I guess, to please myself. Um, the funny thing about the deck that I'm using is I'm using a Halloween deck, because if you know me in real life, of course, because I'm an emo bitch. But the Hanging Man in this one is a scarecrow, and he's upside down in a burning flame. Uh, and that's telling me that I need to look at things in a different way, a different perspective, and to accept that things are not always the way that I want them to be. I have in the Halloween deck, they also doesn't use wands or swords or anything like that, or pentacles. It uses bats, imps, ghosts, and pumpkins. And with the Page of Bats, which is the Page of Swords, I can see that I am trying to find things that aren't there. Maybe not necessarily that I don't have a love life, but maybe that I'm trying to force it a little bit too hard, because next to the Page of Bats is the Ten of Imps, which is the Ten of Wands. And I am just have too much on my plate to imagine trying to find trying to put so much energy into a love life. But the next set is the Six of Ghosts, which is the Six of Cups, and it represents like family and communion and community and things like that. So perhaps after understanding that all of these things that I'm trying to do for myself are making me feel worse, that I should instead surround myself with things that make me feel good. And then the last Seven of Ghosts at the end is the Seven of Cups, and it tells me that I need to stop imagining things and thinking too much about all of the stuff that's going on that's not actually there. So, for clarity on those, let's see for anyone wondering about the oracle cards that I'm using, they're not actually oracle cards. They are the card captor cards from the anime card cap. What is it? Is it Card Capture Sakura? And it's basically about an anime where a girl, she like has to fight manifestations of cards, and I think they're to kind of resemble tarot cards, but I don't know. But about this deck, because I liked it, just because I like the cards, and then you can use it as an oracle deck because oracle decks are really, you can use basically anything as an oracle deck, kind of. So let me see, I'm putting it out now. Yes, of course. So under the Hangman, we have the Libra card, which represents balance. And so, if anything, like the Hangman, and understanding the balance of what I see before me, and the balance of everyday life, and balance, stay in balance and don't get hanged. It's very clear. We have the Change card under the Page of Bats, and that represents, change will come when it needs to, and I don't need to stop looking for it all the time. We have the Erase card under the Ten of Imps, which represents, I need to stop, I need to erase get rid of all the baggage and shit that I have. That's maybe stopping me from having a good relationship with someone. We have the Sand card, which represents under the Six of Ghosts, which maybe can represent trying to look at the tiny things that matter in life, the small things that matter in life, and that can be found by looking through family or community or things like that. And then under the Seven of Ghosts, we have the Maze card. And I guess the same idea of like, not trying to create like something that isn't there, is not trying to get stuck in a maze of my own thinking and my own, doing. I need to look within myself, I guess, like a maze to figure out how to get through it all. I don't know. It's very interesting. So yeah, that was the tarot card reading. I hope you all enjoyed it, because I surely did. It told me that I was a lonely fuck. And going forward, let me find something else to talk about. Oh yeah, so I was going to talk about like tarot and oracle cards and things like that for people who did not understand what I did. So tarot cards are like basically used for divination, and divination can be like talking to like capital G God, I guess, or your angels, or your, spirits that watch over you, or your ancestors, I guess, in some cases. Like, there's a lot of things that they can be used for, but it started out as like a game, and it didn't even resemble what it looks like now. I think the game, it was similar, but not exactly. I think they changed the suits. So in traditional tarot, they have 4 suits. There's, oh shoot, I think there's 78 cards in all, 56 minor cards and 22 major cards, yeah. And the major cards represent big ideas, and like very powerful figures. Like, for example, there's an emperor card, and there's an empress card, and there's a hanged man, and there's justice card, and there's a death card, and there's a moon and a sun. All these things represent big ideas, and very powerful things in our lives. And then the minor cards are made up of 4 suits, and they range like a regular deck of cards where they goes from an ace all the way up to king, but they have a page and knight in them. And excuse me, the 4 suits can mean so many different things. The 4 suits can reference zodiac signs, they can reference element signs, excuse me, they can reference emotions, physical things, all kinds of stuff. But a good rule of thumb when using tarot is that you always look at the cards, duh. But understand that like sometimes you have to look beyond the surface level of what you see to understand meaning. And you have to look beyond the surface level to understand what the universe or whoever, or the god, goddess, whatever is trying to tell you. And some people, there's like different ways that it can be used, and so sometimes practices differ, and sometimes it can be seen as a closed practice type thing, and sometimes it can be seen as not a closed practice type thing, and some of it can be used in the occult, and sometimes it can be used in the occult. So it's all very different and interesting. And funny enough, I just pulled the Death and Emperor card. That's pretty fun. And one interesting thing that I thought was just like cool was whenever in some mathematical sequence, I don't know math, but for you to find your card, the card that represents like your soul card, I guess, or like your being card, is you within the major arcana, which is like the major group of like the sun, the moon, all those types of things. What you do is you add up your birthday. So for example, my birthday is 12/16/1998. So I do like 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 8. And then all together, you add all those things together. And for example, you get like a number like 216. I know it doesn't actually add up to that, but like it adds up to like 216. And then you take the 2 and the 1 and the 6 and you add them all together, and you take until you get and then you get then you get 16. And then I know it's not true, but like you get 16 and you go 1 plus 6 and then the 7, and then that 7 represents the 7th card in the major arcana, and that's your card for your birth chart or your birth soul card. And ain't this the funniest shit ever? I'm gonna tell you right now, my card is the Wheel of Fortune. When I add up all those things and get to my card, I get the Wheel of Fortune, which is the 10th card in the major set. And the Wheel of Fortune represents so many ups and downs in luck, so many ups and downs in life, having different things happen that like cause and effect of different situations. And honestly, I couldn't pick a better fucking card to represent my life than this fucking card. Like the card that I'm using from the Halloween deck has a guy strapped to a spinning wheel where like knife throwers throw knives, surrounded by like astrological signs, with an elephant in the background like spinning the wheel. And because it's like this Halloween deck focuses on like Halloween kind of like carnival kind of spooky dress up type of all kinds of crazy stuff. So but I just can't even the guy in the card, he looks totally normal. Like he's wearing blue jeans. He looks like an average Joe type of guy. And it's just I can't even believe even the tarot is going to come for me like that. But yeah, that's it for this part of it. Let me find something else to talk about. Woohoo! We take a break from our regular scheduled programming for me to let you know that my tea is almost done being cooled down so I can enjoy it. Okay, hold on, pause. Okay, this is just like, I'm just going to do a life update because I don't really have anything else to talk about. So based on the previous episodes of this podcast, I still have not finished the second book in the Kyoshi series. I still have not finished it yet. And I think I kind of know what happens at the end, but like I don't remember. I'm still trying to do teas. Today I designed I kind of made like a finalized version of a tattoo design that I want. So let me explain it to you. So for the tattoo design, it is the sun from the anime Soul Eater, like the manga and anime Soul Eater. What I did is when I went to Japan, I bought the first manga, like the first chapter of the manga in Japanese, which is just like hella cool. And I like flip through it time to time, just like looking at it and reading it. And I've always liked the way they depict the sun and the moon in the anime and the manga. They depict it as like because Death City is like Halloweeny, because I love Halloweeny shit. Clearly, like the sun looks like it's like dying, it looks like it's like an evil like mastermind, and it chuckles whenever in the anime. It chuckles whenever it shows on screen. It goes like ho ho ho, I don't know, something like that. And then the moon has like blood coming out of its mouth. It's like a crescent moon, and it has blood coming out of its mouth, and like its eyes are like crazy. Um, and I thought about getting the moon, but I was like, nah, I don't want to. I like the sun better. So what I did is I took the sun, like a from one of the pages, and then I added. This doesn't show up in the anime, but it shows up in the manga a lot. When you look at the scenery, in Death City, I know people who don't know Soul Eater. I'm sorry, I'm just going to talk about it. In Death City, which is the place where it takes place, the manga takes place. There's like little demons that fly around that like kind of have like little antlers. They're like spirits. They're like sprite. Okay, like imagine, like, I know this sounds dumb, but like imagine sperm, right? And with a little tail and like a little like circular body. So like on that circular body, add like some teeth, and then like some little antlers. And that's kind of what it looks like. So I put those two things connecting through the sun, or like connecting like next to the sun, and it looks really rad. Like I'm not gonna like boast, but like it looks pretty cool, and it looks like a really heckin' awesome tattoo. And so what I did, is I like copied it. I sent a picture of. I took a picture with my phone, and then I tried to trace it on a piece of paper from my phone, like a light box, but I couldn't do that. So I sent it to my email to myself, and then I traced it from that. And I think I actually got it like a good size that I want. And I think I want to put it. This like the sun is like a circular sun with like little pointy things on it, like little pointy shapes like a sun has, and then like the little demons like under it, like going through it or whatever. And I want to put it on the inner bicep of my left arm, because on the inner bicep of my right arm I have the one from House Moving Castle. And um, originally in the House Moving Castle tattoo, it had a heart under like in it, in the design it had a heart in it, and I was like, no, that's too fucking gay. So I changed it to a moon. And what I'm gonna do is I'm like in the on the sun's forehead, because like he has a big ass forehead for some reason. I'm gonna put like a crescent moon, and I think, let me just get like a little like sip of tea. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have every tattoo have like a little tiny moon in it somewhere, because I think that'd be really cool. That'll be like something unique, and because I'm a Sagittarius and I'm unique, that'll be something that'll be cool to have like in every tattoo. Because I don't want that many. I only want like maybe like at most 2 more, maybe 3 more in the future, but I haven't thought of one yet. Um, so yeah. Oh, you know what'd be a really cool tattoo though? Again, like the fish from like Avatar: Last Airbender, when Aang transforms into the giant fish to fight the Fire Nation when he's at the Water Tribe. And then I can put, that'll be a cool idea for the moon. That's a cool one. That's something I'll look into later on for our next one. But yeah, that's the next tattoo I want. Um, but the thing is, here's what I have to do. Here's my problem. So I want to have tattoos that are solely lines. Like there's no shading, there's no black, there's no white, there's nothing else except for a line. And the design that I chose, the sun, it has shading in it because it looks like it's like dying. And so, it looks like it has like dark bags under its eyes, and it has like crazy cheeks, and it has like crazy mouth, and it has shading in it. And I need to figure out a way to make it look good and keep the shading with its, but just have lines. I need to figure that out. Anyway. Anyway. So we've reached the last portion of the podcast where I need to find something insanely stupid to rant about. So let me find that right quick. Okay, hold on. I don't know. Let me just check to make sure that I can do this. So I think it should be okay. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Yes. Okay. So what I did is, to find something that I can talk about, I think I typed in things that, and then under that, I was gonna maybe look for things like things that make people angry, or something to make myself angry about. And then under that, the next little line said things that make depression better. And then I clicked on it, and then the first thing that shows up is a national helpline with a number. So if any of you need the number, it's 1-800-662-HELP, which is 1-800-622-4357. is a free confidential 24/7, 365-day a year treatment referral and information service in English and Spanish. And so under that, people, in the little like lower section, it says people also ask ... and it has like little boxes you can click on. And then the first one is, what is the highest cause of depression? And then the first one is abuse. First one is abuse. Second one is medications. Third one is conflicts. Fourth is death or loss. Fifth is genetics. And then I'll stop it there. And then other ones are, what can make my mood better? And it says under it, listen to upbeat music, get a good laugh, walk around the block, declutter your room, give someone a hug, think about what went well in your life. And the last one, funny enough, is allow yourself to vent, which is exactly what this podcast is used for. So yeah, ooh, and it says under this one. So I guess we're just going to take a little journey through this Google search. So the ones other that says, how do you make someone happy? And it's under it says, make someone happy today, exclamation point. And the first one that says is smile. And the second one says, help them carry something. Ooh, maybe emotional baggage, perhaps. Or maybe, I don't know, you're moving into your new room and you have like, ooh, a big strong man to come and help you move your one box that just has your dishes in it because you're poor. Third one, I love this. Send a thank you email. Just not a letter, not even a text, just a thank you email. And that's so cute. Fourth one is call just to see how they're doing. Fifth one is pick them flowers. Everyone loves that, except for people with allergies like me. Sixth one is cook them a nice meal. Seventh one is tell a joke and laugh your butts off. And then 8, which I absolutely adore, as well as number 3, clean. That's all it just says. Clean, period. So there you go. That's how you defeat your depression. That's how you wage the battle of everyday depression and win, according to the Google search. Okay, let's just talk about something else. So today, when I was writing essays for things, for job applications, I couldn't find another word for people. And I was like, okay, well, I wanted the people who do this type of job, what are they called? And so I literally typed in people synonym, but of course I didn't spell synonym right. I spelled SYNYM, because synonym. And the first thing that came up, which gave me a good little chuckle, was human beings, persons, humans, mankind, humankind. And my favorite one is mortals, which I love. Synonym for people is mortals. Under that, there is race, tribe, clan, ethnic group, strain, a strain of people, a stock of people, a caste of people, a nation of people, a country, a population, a populist. And the next 3 is just the piece de resistance: breed, folk, and seed. So tag yourself. I will no longer be using myself, humanity, to identify myself. I am a seed. And I was a seed that apparently was, what is it, impregnated? What is it? What happens whenever people, and when straight people have sex, the seed gets, I don't even know. Fertilized. I'm a fertilized seed, so that's why that's my new calling card. I'm gonna put that on my little what is it called, business cards, whenever I get a good job. I just I'll just put wait, hold on, pause. I need to go get whatever it was. Okay, I'm back. So I don't remember if I mentioned this, but a few days ago, I was asking one of my friends about like, what is my purpose in life? Like if you were to describe me as a human being, how would you describe me? Like what is my characteristic? What is my personality? And he told me I was uniquely experienced, harshly petty, and appropriately thoughtful. And I honestly, I'm gonna put that on a business card. Maybe not the harshly petty one. Maybe you'll do like a joke card, but I'm gonna put uniquely experienced, fertilized seed, and then appropriately thoughtful. because because you just gotta throw away a little curveball in the middle to make sure they're actually reading your card. Because imagine, right? You were in this big boy meeting, right? And they at the end of it they were like, wow, Ethan, I really appreciated, like, I really liked your presentation. Can I have your business information? Can I have your contact card? And I go, yeah, of course. You know what they do? They never look at them again. But you know what they would do to always remember you is to have something like that in your business card where it's like uniquely experienced. Oh yeah, cool. Appropriately thoughtful. Oh yeah, cool, I guess. But fertilized seed. Successful fertilized seed. I really think that would be hilarious. Um, and it might get me a job, to be honest, because imagine you're just, you're going through applicants and whatever, but all you think about is successful fertilized seed. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, we have like a couple, like maybe 2 minutes left. Let me just like take the last few seconds to scroll through TikTok and see if anything just pops into my head about something I enjoy. I see boiling water. I see a man knitting. I see a cat. I see a boat. I see Adventure Time. I see a kid with a sword. Um, I see gay shit. I see a man restoring a knife. I see another gay shit. I see gay people making food out of Mountain Dew. And then in Japan. So I think that's where I'll end it because there's nothing really important that I need to say. So just go out there and live your best successfully fertilized seeded life. So yeah, goodbye.